Hi, everybody. Welcome to video 3.2 on the track for knowing what we want, but needing to figure out how we get it and how we don't feel shame about wanting it. So we're going to work on increasing some strength through coping today. So this whole idea of coping and coping skills has always been kind of funny to me because it's always been like, well, just do better. Just do so much better. And as I think that my life has been dominated by this crazy need to just do better, that always kind of just stressed me out more than anything else. And I remember a couple of years ago, I was working on a paper for graduate school, and I was new to the program, and the way the program was designed was really cool. You did it through mastery, and that was what the assignments are about. So you got 3 chances to do each assignment, and the point was that the first time you probably weren't going to get it right. That's the design, and it's by doing that you're learning, by getting this feedback from your professors, and you're doing. That's how you're figuring out how to do this stuff, which is great. It's a very cool way to learn. So I had done my first assignment in a new class, and it came back with all of these red marks on it. And I hope some of you can identify with the fact that I cannot handle red marks all over my paper. I was, just mortified by these red marks all over my paper. And I just had this intense need, like, I've got to get them off. I've got to do something. I've got to make it better. And it was frantic. And that is really how I have reacted to anything in my life that has felt like a failure. I've got to fix it. I've got to work harder. I've got to fix it. And what I had been noticing was that when I did that, it really kind of was subconsciously like solidifying this idea that I am only as good as what I do. And I am only as good as my ability to get those red marks off the paper, and shouldn't have had them there in the first place, but definitely get them off if they do show up. And so I noticed that this was really speaking some kind of ugly things to me about me. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And so on this particular occasion, I don't know why, but I was thinking, what would make you feel like yourself in this moment? Like, what would make you feel like you, without frantically working on this paper? And so I thought a minute, and I don't know why I thought of this, because it's not even something I do very often, very rare. But I thought, I'll make some jam. Thankfully, I always have rotting berries in the fridge. 100% of the time, I'm sick with rotting berries. And so I threw the berries and sugar and some water in a pan, and I just started boiling them. And I just stood there, and I put on my favorite show, and I just stood at the stove, and I just stirred it and watched it. And it was beautiful, and it was dangerous with its heat. And I don't know what happened, but somewhere in the middle of that, by the time it went to jelly stage and then well past to soft candy stage, I felt like myself again. And I felt connected back to myself. And all of a sudden, the paper was just a paper, and the task at hand was just a task. It wasn't the definition of my worth and my value. It wasn't saying anything deeper about me or anything like that. It was just a paper. And so I decided to call it rage jamming. And I decided to do it anytime I was feeling disconnected from myself. And that was very cool until my family we do just kind of counseling on a regular basis, just so that we have it when we need it, which is fantastic. I recommend it so much. Like, it's just like having a primary care doctor, having a counselor who you have a relationship with beforehand, before anything's going badly, is fantastic. But we were setting up with a new counselor, and we were doing a family session, and she was asking what everybody does when they're stressed and whatever. And um, she was sharing, for example, that she likes to cook. And my daughter just piped right up and said, "Oh, my mom does that. She makes jam when she's upset." We have so much jam. So you have to be prepared. You may need some extra jam storage if you use this, but think about today. Where might you find some space when things are going crazy to reconnect you to what makes you feel like yourself? Something small, can be something stupid, can be something random like rage jamming. What is it that connects you back to you? And how can you let those things that feel like failures that are trying to define you just be things that need to be done, because they are, and you're amazing and you're awesome. So I hope you have a great day, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.